sought Commander Mike Albanese to get a sense from his perspective about Randy, who I had met several times, but really have only come to know during this past week. And I'd like to share with you one of his remembrances that I think says it all about all that he was. Randy's commitment and dedication to the community was unmatched. He was constantly working in the community to help and encourage those people who were truly disadvantaged. He was unselfish with his time and his money. He used his personal time, days off, overtime days, to try to improve many lives with his presence. This was a man who worked in challenging areas to reach out to as many people as he could. He impacted so many lives. Trips to the movies, beach parks, skate parks, zoos, all of the places a young person would want to visit, but so many of our inner city kids never get a chance to see. Randy knew that many of these kids would never see that experience or those places if he or someone else did not take the lead. He worked quietly during his outreach with the community. Some of his peers did not realize the depth and breadth of his works in the community. I certainly did not. One example, Mike related the story, was when he asked one of our SWAT officers if he could consider letting some of the kids come out to his horse ranch and ride his horses. Metro officers Steve and Mary Grace Weaver welcomed the opportunity to share their time and horses with some of those kids. A great opportunity for everyone. Randy was a little vague as to how many kids he would actually bring out to the house. As Mary Grace Weaver describes it, a large chartered bus shows up at the house with over 60 kids on the bus. Probably some of you out here today. Some of these kids had never been around horses, and through Randy's persistence and Steve and Mary's hospitality, over 60 kids rode horses and enjoyed a barbecue that day. That was just Randy being Randy. In closing, let me read you the following prayer. I think Randy would have liked it. To those I love and those who love me. When I am gone, release me. Let me go. I have so many things to see and do. You must not tie yourself to me with tears. Be thankful for our many beautiful years. I gave to you my love. You can only guess how much you gave to me in happiness. I thank you for the love we each have shown, but now it's time I traveled on alone. So grieve a while for me, if grieve you must, and let your grief be comforted by trust. It's only for a time that we must part, so bless the memories within your heart. I won't be far away, for life goes on. So if you need me, call and I will come. Though you can't see or touch me, I will be near. And if you listen with your heart, you'll hear all my love around you, soft and clear. And then when you must come this way alone, I'll greet you with a smile and say, welcome home.
Starting lineup. Washington State University, our captain, Randy Simmons, front and center. Don McCall, Mike Wilson, San Francisco 49ers. Please come forward. Mike Washington, Seattle, PD. Wardell Devil, Lance Smith, LAPD. Captain LAPD, come forward. James Matthew, Washington State, LA County firefighter. Starting lineup, come forward. Mike Levisiller, coach, WSU, Washington State University. Please come forward. Cedric Watkins, cornerback. Please come forward. Robert Williams, Ontario PD. Please come forward. Monica Delgado, please come forward. Washington State. Virginia Conley, please come forward. Washington State. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Randy looked like when he and I were roommates back on the football team. This was Randy. This was our Randy. When we were in school, God help me, please help me, pray for me, help me. I was 160 pounds, barely could make it. Randy would block people for me to help me. Randy's responsible for making sure that I got my college degrees. There were times when a lot of us got in trouble back in the day. We knew then, and Randy told us, he wanted to be a minister. He would pray for us on the field. He would pray for us after the field. Randy was the first one out and the first one in. For the first time in his life, Randy went to a farm. My first time too, being in college, I didn't know what chickens and cows and ducks but Randy said, you know what, this is going to be a good experience for us. As we took our political sciences classes and took our tests in police science and criminology, Randy would say, okay, BK, can't do no cheating over here now. You know, I'm going to pray for you. Can't do that. And you know, you know how Randy was, you know, we was always trying to slide by and, you know, we'd always have the cheerleaders and the people take our tests for us, but not Randy. Oh, no, not Randy. Randy said, you know what? If you don't do it right, you're going to flunk that class. And I'm going to make sure you flunk it because the Lord tells us to do it right. So what did we do? We did it the wrong way. But who pulled us? Randy Simmons. That's what type of man Randy Simmons was. In 1997, this coat, there were 2 coats left. This guy bought one because we went to the Rose Bowl that year. And Randy was in front of me. And Randy said, I want you to have a Rose Bowl coat. And I said, Randy, there's only one. You have it. But Randy said, no. The same way we did in college, we're going to do it now. Remember BK? That's what they called me back then. Remember, you let me use your football shoes the day that we were having a game and I forgot mine. I said, Randy, that's, you know, telling our age, that's a long time ago. But Randy said, no, I want you to have this Rose Bowl coat that I'm wearing right here. And I said, Randy, thank you. My point is, that's the type of man Randy was. Randy always gave. He always would give before he gave himself.